let me say a special good morning to one and all. Whether you live in the on the mainland, Grenada, in our sister isles, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, good morning. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a fantastic morning thus far, and you're looking forward to a great day. Let me take your time. It's like the eve of the eve, right? Yeah. Well, today being Friday, so most of you will be getting your shopping in as of today, and tomorrow you do whatever you got to do tomorrow again. Then celebrate the day, Christmas Day. So happy. Christmas, should I say Merry Christmas to all and all? One and all those of you, of course, will be in full swing in terms of celebrating that particular day when it comes around. Those of you that put the energy into it. There are folks who don't put the energy into the Christmas, but they put the energy probably into New Year. There are folks who do that. It's just your choice of what you do. So whatever you be doing, hope all is well with you. Let me say good morning to my online listeners this morning also. Those of you via, of course, our social media platform, Facebook. Good morning to you. Yes, don't forget to leave a comment in your comment section, and I hope all is well with you. Whatever part of the world you are viewing and listening from, hope you're having a good one. Those of you on the website, gbn.gd, best wishes goes out to you also. Those of you viewing via the YouTube channel, hope all is well with you also. Welcome to another edition of To The Point. It's our final edition for this week, leading up to Christmas Day, and for the next couple of days, good holidays. I hope you have an enjoyable time with friends and family. All right, if you live alone, hope folks get to visit you and you enjoy it, or you probably go visit a family. Maybe there's family that you haven't interacted with for a wee bit, and you're gonna say, I'm not going to wrap up 2022 without doing that. It's the best thing to do, or the right thing to do. I should put it in that particular way. So it's an open line segment today once again, folks, which means you have the option of calling in, sharing your views and concerns. Yeah, tell me something, man, in terms of what your plans are for the day coming up. And next week, we'll be looking more or less into getting to start a brand new year. What are you looking forward to or for in 2023? Let's go to the phone line as usual. Grab a very first caller, and I think it was my bad there. Let me get that right. Yes. Good morning to you, caller. How are you doing? Good morning to you, caller. How are you?
Good morning, GT.
Good morning to you.
I'm well, and how are you?
I am doing really, really good this morning. Thank God for that.
I like that shirt, man.
You like the shirt?
Yeah. Give me that shirt now.
Well, you may have to talk to wifey first.
No, well, at least you could do that. That's your job.
It's her job to pick it out in the morning, so...
well, it's your job to ask her for it for me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. I will see what I can do.
All right, GT, I want to say this morning, send out season greetings to the Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, and all the cabinet members. Well, I do not know them, anyways, I don't have to know them. I've seen them on television, but I never met them in person. And also to the opposition leader and to all the members of the opposition, all the members of the Senate, especially Mr. We named the...
I like how you said that.
The one that representing the farmers.
Oh, Mr. Is it Mr. Roderick St. Clair? Yes.
Mr. St. Clair, season greetings to you and the family. All the best. Everybody enjoyed a good Christmas. But Mr. St. Clair, I'm kindly asking you to ask the fisher folks and the farmers to reduce their prices. However, I wish that everybody have a good holiday, a good Christmas, accident-free, and hope to see us all and hear us all come next year, 2023.
All right.
Thank you.
I certainly wish you all the best. If we don't speak again, enjoy the holidays coming up, and all the best to you.
Thank you very kindly.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good one. Folks, it's To The Point, open line edition this morning, 435-2041, 435-2041. If you're tuned in, I want to wish you an awesome day today. Yep, go on out, shop, if you have the available funds to do so. And whatever your plans are for the next couple of days, make sure it's something positive and light. We see some folks getting around. Was there someone, there are a couple of folks last night, I understand there was a robbery somewhere, and it has ceased for a while, and it seemed like it had started, someone on the kick it started off again. Those are not the kind of things you want to hear happening in this beautiful Spice Isle of ours. You know, there are things that are going to happen, but sometimes those are the kind of things we just don't want to hear about that happening at all. 435-2041, open line edition for To The Point for today. You have the option of calling, sharing your views, your concern. You probably just want to send out that love this morning also. I will certainly allow you to do so. You want to send some shout-outs to someone, wish them all the best for the holidays coming up. And certainly the lines are open for you to do that also. And saying good morning to those of you who drive along the Nations Road. Please take it easy. Please take it easy along the road. Sometimes I think probably, folks, if it's not necessary for you to drive to go somewhere, probably you can use public transport, take a bus or something, you know. That could help alleviate the traffic congestion that we've been seeing. I got stuck in traffic yesterday for almost 45 minutes. You know, almost 45 minutes I'm in traffic, man. And it was sort of somewhere I had to get at a particular time, and I was stuck in the traffic for a really, really long time, you know. So sometimes we could probably try use. I couldn't use public transport. Forgive me for that. I couldn't at the time, but you know. But sometimes you could probably leave your car home and hey, let me take a bus. You probably would get where you're going much, much faster. For some reason or the other. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chief. I am doing fine. What about you?
All right, in Jesus' name. Well, I wish you all in the media a peaceful Christmas, the whole nation and everyone in it, and with to God that they put Christ in the Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you also, caller, and all the best to you also. Hope you have lovely holidays yourself. 435-2041, 435-2041. There's no specific topic line this morning. It's an open line. And you have the option of calling, sharing your views, concern, or you just want to say, hey, let me just wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And certainly that will be welcomed also. Those of you who have our Facebook page, I see a number of you already are viewing and listening there. I want to wish you all the best also. And certainly hope that whatever part of the world you are celebrating the upcoming holidays. And best wishes going out to you from the entire GBN family. There are some regulars who tune in on a daily basis to The Point. I want to wish you all the best also. And hope you enjoy the holidays coming up. All right? Whatever you're doing also, make sure you do it in moderation. Yeah? Whatever you do it in moderation. Don't be overeating, you know. Don't be drinking too much or whatever. Do it in moderation. I certainly will encourage that. 435-2041, that's the number. And if you want to, also there's the WhatsApp is also available. If you want to send a comment via the WhatsApp, you could also do so. It's up and running, 435-2041, 435. Let's go back to the phone line, entertain another caller. Caller, good morning and welcome to you.
Morning, GT.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm not too bad, hanging in there, lots of pain and aches and pain, taking it one at a time.
So how's your Christmas, what is that feeling so far for the Christmas coming up?
Well, it's kind of, scary up and down. You have a little pain off and on, but not regular. But God is by my side. And
so besides the health issues, everything else seems to be okay?
Everything else is okay for now.
Great.
We don't know for later. Mm-hmm. I want to wish you all the best and all the GBN family, all my friends I have in there. You know who they are. Mm-hmm. You know Gary and you know my blossom. I can see her, I'm hearing from her. And all the rest of the other families and the GBN family who think of me as a person in air. But I always with them all the years gone by since in Brenda time. Mm-hmm. So they were a long time with them, but they must treat me with a little bit more love. I want to wish you all the best for this day and the new year to come. Best wishes, love, kisses, love to you all. Take care of you all seven. Do the work of the GBN the way people want it and not how they want. You all want to begin on the other side, but let them do. You all are there to help us on the air. Something happened, we called GBN, they could put it on the air to help us all. So all the best to you and your family. Take care. I know part of the family, okay? Mm-hmm. No part of no stranger to you.
All right.
So God bless you and all the best for the new year. Hope to see you next year, please, God's willing.
All right, and I wish you all the best also.
Yeah, we just trust in the Lord and have faith in Him. And live your life for Him and do what He asks you to do. Love your neighbors as you love yourself. blessing be upon all of us. Okay?
All right. Happy holidays to you, man. Have a good one.
you.
All right.
God bless
445-2041. That's the number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning. Open line. And if there's an issue still that you want to get off this morning, doesn't mean that we're just going to be being all nice this morning, but you want to get something off to this morning and you feel, hey, I want to talk about that. That is also welcomed. Let's grab the phone line once again. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Morning, GT. How are you?
I'm doing all right, sir. What about you, sir?
All right. Season greetings, not too bad.
All right.
I want to send out greetings to the Ashton family. Could I?
Go right ahead, man. Go right ahead.
I'm sending out greetings from the Ashton family in St. George's to the Ashton family, wheresoever they are.
All right.
Wheresoever.
All right.
The Coley and the Edwards. I wish them all the best for the Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year.
All
from the Ashton family at St. George's.
All right.
And you have a nice Christmas.
You too, sir. Have a good one yourself.
All the best.
All right. 435-2041, the telephone number to be part of To The Point this morning. 435-2041. That's the number to be part of To The Point this morning here on K105.5. We also live via GBN TV. Yes, whether it's channel 7, channel 11, or channels 20, if any one of them you're viewing on. I want to wish you all the best this morning. Open line session for you this morning, and your phone calls are welcome. So your phone calls are welcome. And as we move on through for the holidays, as I mentioned before, whatever you plan on doing, make sure you do it in moderation. Show some love this holiday for the holidays coming up, especially to family who you may not, for some reason, you may not have the best of relationships for some reason. Yeah, you and that family member may not have the best of relationship. Maybe you could put a curve in that and don't keep it on that straight way that it's going, put a curve in it and, make that turn back and solve that problem so it goes back on that right track. If for some reason it's like that, certainly you can do so. Let's take another caller and say good morning. We've lost that caller there. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number to be part of To The Point this morning. And you certainly have the option of calling in and send out your greetings. Or if you just want to get into a particular topical issue this morning, that is also welcomed here this morning, folks. It's To The Point, moving down to 12 minutes after 9 o'clock. And folks are probably a little bit busy this morning getting things run. So the phone calls are a bit slower than usual this morning in terms of getting those issues out. But I know there are loads of you who are tuned in. Folks are probably out getting the necessaries for the holidays, maybe doing an early morning shopping. There's the market day today. Folks are probably out there going out and get some stuff from the market. There's an activity at the stadium, the athletic stadium side there this today, and those of you probably out there making use of that, trying to grab that fresh fruits, vegetable, or whatever produce that out there that you want to lay your hands on. Certainly hope that is the case. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, GBN.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, we are having a problem. I live at Bellevue in St. George's.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having a problem with the TV is just going off and on and saying they're waiting on, internet and things like that. It's been happening probably over 3 weeks now. Can you all rectify that?
Could you repeat that once again?
Did you all know that?
No, we have no knowledge of that. You're saying the television is going off.
Yeah, and they're saying waiting on internet input. That's been going on for over 3 weeks now. Some important news going on.
Well, it could be your internet provider that is having a problem and not actually coming from GBN. Because if you're saying that it's asking for your internet provider or your internet to resolve whatever in order to view, it could be whoever service provider.
That's what it reads on the screen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, sir. It could be your internet provider that's the problem. That is the problem.
All right.
Maybe you could probably get in contact with them and have them rectify that problem for you, but maybe not a problem from GBN itself.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Have a good morning. All right. 435-2041. 435-2041. Well, if you are able to view anything else, and or then maybe it's for us. But if you are unable to view anything else, and it's asking for an internet connection, you may have to talk to your internet provider or some other sort. That's where your problem most likely lies. 435-2041. And your phone calls are welcome. To the Point for this morning, 14 minutes after the hour. We're going to take a break shortly and come back with more of your phone calls. Let's grab another caller before we take that break. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
I think that the last caller is correct. Because, as you just said, if you're viewing something else, it is not the station. I view other things. I go to even BBC and other things, and I'm viewing. But when I come back to GBN, I'm getting that problem. Are you
looking at via cable, or is it over the air? Oh, I guess it's via cable you're looking at it via?
Yes.
Do you have cable TV?
Yes.
And you're having that problem. Okay, well, thanks for informing me. I'll probably all right. I'll probably alert the technical team that they probably look into it. If you are able to view anything else, well,
yes,
then probably the problem is from it. Okay. Yes. Thanks for describing it in that manner. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number, but we're going to take a break, come back with more of your phone calls in the next segment. Stay with us here on To The Point for today, Friday, the 23rd day of December. Is the eve of the eve. Well, I see a caller is coming. Let's just take the caller before we take the break. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, GT.
How you doing, sir?
I'm okay. And just greetings to you.
All right, same to you.
And all the Grenadians in the diaspora, and Grenada here, and all over everyone, all the elderly citizens in the home. Everyone, wish them a Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year, and keep doing what they're doing best, and especially to that elderly lady that they had robbed and took the ring out of her hand. I can imagine the drama that she's still going through.
Oh man, so true.
Because some thief came into my house and it took me over 6 months to get over it. Thank you.
And you being a man yourself, you being a man and you understand how that traumatized you.
Yeah,
you understand?
And then she's an elderly citizen.
All right.
Okay, then.
All the best, man, and enjoy your holidays, man.
Right, you're welcome.
All right. Hey, folks, let's take that break, and when we come back, we entertain more of your phone calls. 435-2041. Take a hold of the number. We come in right back.
It's the season to be jolly, and the NLA is giving back loads of prizes to its loyal customers in its exciting Xmas Bonanza promotion. Yes, Grenada, it's your opportunity to win hams and bottles of wine and rum from November 15th to December 31st. Over 450 prizes will be up for grabs during this festive season. Simply purchase a single ticket valued at $12 or more in Lotto, Cash 4, Playway, or Pick 3, and check your tickets for the word ham, wine, or rum. Play daily for chances to win every day. Prizes are redeemable at NLA's head office on the Carenage on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting November 16th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Happy Christmas, Grenada! Ho, ho, ho!
Mr. mentioned the wing carry, then you have things like man, you must come back, you know. We have the low power that.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
You know, one day I woke up and, you know, they painted a set of pedestrian crossing all along the streets. You know, nobody told us how to use that thing properly.
I know how.
You're serious?
Every safe, good driver knows about these things. As a driver,
welcome back, listeners and viewers this morning. It's K105.5 on your radio, or K105.9. All the best to you, especially those of you who are driving around and listening to us this morning. All the best. Those of you at home are probably getting some chores done, but you're also listening to the radio. Best wishes to you for the upcoming holidays. Those of you who are viewing us this morning, you're probably relaxing. Probably had loads done already for the morning. And you're relaxing that you have the television on, you're viewing. And welcome to you, and certainly all the best for the holidays. Certainly hope you will enjoy to the max. You're probably a senior citizen, so you don't move around that much. It's one of the things that gets you going during the course of the day, is that you look at the television, and of course this program, of course, going to stress on it, is what gives you all information and more that you need to know about. And thanks for taking the time out to be viewing all the time. 435-2041, that's the number. And I want to take the time out to say hello to all the folks via the Facebook page, especially the comment section. Cynthia B, we talking with Anne, Alista, all you folks who are there. Of course, that's Erlyn, Alexander, and more who are viewing via the Facebook page this morning. I want to wish you all the best for the upcoming holidays. Certainly hope you enjoyed to the max. And as I keep saying, do whatever you do with moderation. Yeah? Whatever you do in moderation, but do enjoy yourself. 435-2041, open line segment this morning, and which means your phone calls are ready. Do you have a concern that you would like to throw out with this morning? And that certainly will be welcome. I can certainly give you a listen here if there's a matter of concern, or you just want to send a message out to the nation, tell them, hey, this is what we would like to see for the upcoming holidays, or also for the new year 2023. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's a number to be part of the program this morning. And we certainly will love to have you folks, pop in with us via a phone call and share your views and concerns this morning. It's open line edition of To The Point this morning. Just taking a peek at the WhatsApp this morning, and this individual is saying, good morning, GT. With regard to the problem customers are having about viewing GBN, let them indicate that the village that they are having, probably the village that they're having the problem in. Yes, the first caller who did call about, he did mention the area, I'm trying to see if I could have a quick recollection of the area that they're having that particular problem. And probably someone else maybe experiencing that problem could probably alert, so we probably know where they're having that problem. It could be something with their connections there. All right. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number to be part of To The Point this morning here on K105.5 and K105.9, and also on here on GBN TV if you view it via the television. Yep. Taking once again, thank those of you who are sending out the greeting and sending the love to the entire team here at GBN. We thank you for that also, and best wishes for the holidays coming up, and certainly hope that you will continue to be with us here on the network. Let's go back to the phone line. Lost that caller there for some reason or the other. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning. Yep. Let's go back to the phone line. Let's entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome. Hello, good morning. Good morning, people.
Greetings again, brother. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Well, as usual, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone, especially those regular pronounced stalwart callers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to be more relaxed today. They recognize you're actually begging and what to come out for calls, I guess everybody goes shopping.
I will assume so folks are out shopping or getting the necessaries done around their house, so less attention to this morning, I'm assuming that.
Yeah, so I want to be more relaxed and take some time to just raise a few things. But I was saying that, especially Brother Rolo, I think your first caller, I think Tanti, the gentleman, I think he's from Granans down there.
Mm-hmm.
And many others, Mr. Marshall and so on. And sometimes I reflect on the many others who have passed on. And I try my best to visit some of them, it's old people, when they were alive. But I think we have to cultivate a culture in Grenada and have to be with the young people to have them appreciate the elderly and those who take the boldness to call. And there's a wealth of information that is passed on in this calling program, which the young people and maybe even we as some citizens just brushed off. I want to say here that for the new year, I like for the authorities, here I'm talking about the government, in particular the Ministry of Education, institutions such as yours, to see how they can implement some more, I would say, positive programs.
Yes.
For example, I stand corrected, but I heard last night on the news that St. Lucia is more or less having a slight change to the reopening of their school. And I think one of the reasons they cite is global, trend. Now, if this is the case, again, it's not new to me, but it's sad when we're talking about education and education. We are not in control of what we deliver and the way we deliver it. So as a result, some of the issues that have been raised over the years, including this week when the competition about the young people and the elderly, this thing will happen unless coming up on the 50th anniversary, we change our approach. And one of the things I had in my mind long, is that this person such as Brother Rolo, the gentleman from Granans, who to me have a lot of experience in mechanics and the whole idea of Mount Hartman and them places down there. When we have children from the primary school and even the secondary school and university school saying they're doing projects should be related mainly to our local economy, our heritage, our history, and our people with a wealth of information before they go. We have Sister Beverly Steele, who passed on the household, rest in peace, and yes, she has written books, and that is very good. We have other people who have to read, who may be in the process of completing the books, such as Miss Gloria Payne Banfield. But I think the Ministry of Education should incorporate in the school, with particular reference to this project, school-based project they said they do. I personally have issues about it. Let the project be based on going to these people, reach to them, to know the development of the area. We are losing a lot of information about our history and the development, such as the guy talk about the quarantine pack. So I want to just brief on that. I also want to make the point that, again, in the news from Jamaica, I heard that there are some organization which was pressing the Bank of Jamaica, or the Bank of Jamaica, asking them to have the commercial banks increase their interest rates. Here in Grenada, interest rate is very, very low. But more than that, the banks and so on taking out charges that depict the little stipend that the poor people has without even the consciousness, and at least they can't do anything about it. These are the type of regulations I would like to see years back. And now it's getting worse. So when we talk about transformation and a new dimension and improving, in our eyes, we are seeing that things are going down, unless we take a U-turn. So I can go on. I just want to be more relaxed.
I understand.
If nobody call again, I will call. If nobody call, I'm sketching and call back. But again, I wish for everybody a safe Christmas, Happy New Year, and let us see how we can go forward. And that, as I said, people continue calling with either educational session, and we all learn, but I want institutions such as yours to formalize these things, and so we can document and go forward into the next 50 or so anniversary celebration. And I just want to lament, I'll try to close here, this thing about the elderly and young people, that's a trend. Our last election, don't forget, to me, was a highlight of degrading old people. Okay? We look at this thing simple because of convenience and because of particular purpose. But everything is integrated, correlated, everything must want, because the young minds, it's very, you can impress that. As I keep saying to some people, the churches, I don't want to blaspheme, the churches, politics, the army, it happens all in Russia and places, even the one Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
It is the young people are going for people energetic and so on, and they can what? They can shape their minds. Hence the reason why a child, let's say in his first 3 years or 7 years, informative years, we have to know what we expose them to. So when I brought up the whole issue a few weeks ago about Christmas and the parang and the vulgarity in the songs, it is of importance to me because this is why we have what we have today. And we talk about parents. We don't really have parents today. We have mother. We have mothers. It's what it comes because it's young children making children. And then, in the next 5-10 years, you will find that whatever the teacher children did, whatever culture, the dance or whatever, that's what will be exposed to. So that's how things go, and the old people going passing off. We have a new culture, and that's what will reign. But I hope I am making sense. Let me say good.
Certainly, you're making sense, and I certainly do understand what you're trying to come along with this morning. And it's relatively good information. Thank you so much. All the best for the season.
All the best, man.
All right, be good.
Bye.
All right. 435-2041. Yeah, the caller did have a lot to say, and certainly most of or even everything that he said was certainly irrelevant in terms of the condition there is around today. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, GT, and I think that's the last program before Christmas. So
certainly it will be.
You enjoy the season and you come back refreshed for the rest of the.
Yeah, certainly hope I get some rest. Certainly hope I get some rest for the next couple of days.
Yeah. What has been on my mind more than anything else? There's many things on my mind, but I'm concerned about the state of our vegetation. I mean, maybe I'm concerned that so many trees are being blighted.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, to me, it's becoming a crisis. It's becoming a state of crisis. So, I mean, and I don't think we have we really realize if you go and go around, trees are coming blighted, that dark, that black stuff, and choking or stifling the trees, including the fruits. I was speaking to somebody this morning, and they were saying that they don't know if they would have mangoes next year. When they look at one of their neighbors, what this thing is doing to them.
No, is that in specific areas, or that's
No. I can't see. This started a couple of years ago, where it was said it was in the south of the island, and I think in the north.
Mm-hmm.
North to me, it's all over. All over. I mean, it's something I think we need to really pay serious attention as how we play to the millibug. I just want to wake up people. It's a serious thing, and we may not have fruits and other stuff soon. I'm also hearing that.
You make it sound like it's all going to turn to gloom and doom, eh?
Well, no, I don't. I hope it don't reach to gloom and gloom. But I see spots. I went this.
No, it's just that when you say we're not going to have no food and stuff, you make it sound like it.
Well, it may be. Well, no, you see, it's a gradual. It's like how we lost the banana to Moko and so on. I'm saying that if you don't take a proactive approach.
Which I agree.
Then, we might find ourselves in a situation sooner or later where, right now, GT, there's a shortage of food items. I mean, local food items. There's a shortage. I mean, people tell you to go to the supermarket, and if they see a cabbage, I mean, it's before they ring, it's gone because it's not there. Not because I think farmers are not planting. I understand that because the weather system is one of it.
Mm-hmm.
The change, and some products are being rotten even before you harvest them. I mean, people could substantiate that if they're rich, but I mean, I'm saying that very often people wait until it's like with the COVID. When I said years ago, well, let's take a crisis approach. Let's do things that. So that when the thing arrives, we'll be able to stop it. And people, I mean, didn't. Anyway, so I'm saying that food and the vegetation, because if we have in the end cut down all the trees, then there will be a problem. So if, in some cases, I think what people really need right now more than anything is guidance, what to do. Maybe tell them trim, but you see, because what I noticed is that over time, when the blight overtake the tree, people eventually cut down the tree. But I think before we reach that stage, we could probably advise people what to do and how to be.
Caller, I would say that, lots of the stuff you're saying has been said, for eons of years. And, it still continues. So it's either folks just typically just don't care about the environment. I would say that some folks just don't care. They've been told don't cut the trees down, don't do this, don't use the chemicals in this particular way. And, sometimes there are guidelines in which how to use things, and folks just don't seem to care. So I'm not sure what could happen. What's your thing in terms of what could really happen? As much as the education we giving folks and telling folks what to do.
All the answer, but I think that's where we need some form of leadership in terms of like how we did with the millibug, people were told to cut any time this year infested the thing, to cut it down and burn it and that kind of thing. There needs to be a unified kind of message what to do when your trees are beginning to do that, whether you get soap and water or whatever. I mean, we need to really pay urgent attention to that.
Right,
I'm hoping that I'm not, making things worse than it is, but this is something I
understand you. I understand also your passion towards it. You understand, and how passionate you were towards the environment. I mean, I've heard you speaking for numerous of years. And
when I say a crisis, one of the things is that you may have to cut some of the plant and some of the trees and things, but how do you do? Do you cut the whole tree now? Or so do we encourage people, once you see the thing coming, to trim that part of it? And I think this is what we need to do to really get clear.
But maybe we need the experts to come in and share more information on that, so folks will really understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because people don't seem to know the thing starts and they leave it there and then they cut down the tree. But I'm saying maybe we could save the tree before we cut it down.
I understand. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Always great talking to you. Have yourself a great day and enjoy your holidays to come in.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Let's take a break. We're coming right back with much more for you. It's To The Point, Open Line Edition for today, Friday. We're coming right back. Don't touch it down.
One day I woke up and, they painted a set of pedestrian crossing all along the streets. Nobody told us how to use that thing properly.
I know how.
You're serious?
Every safe, good driver knows about these things. As a driver, you have to be very attentive. You're coming up close to a pedestrian cross, you start slowing down immediately, looking to see if there's any pedestrian on the side getting ready to cross. If there is, you stop on the line that is a certain distance before the crosswalk. Then you would see the pedestrian put their hands out, looking directly at you, indicating that they are going to cross. And only when you have come to a complete stop, that is when they will quickly and safely cross to the other side. And then you continue happily on your journey.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact, wait for pedestrian to cross. Then you happily continue on your journey.
This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority, and this is no different from the COVID-19 vaccines.
The COVID vaccines that we have available are very effective and safe. And it is very important for elderly persons and frontline health workers and other frontline workers to get it, because these vaccines protect you from becoming ill if you get COVID.
As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for use in the general population, monitoring for safety continues. Each COVID-19 vaccine goes through the same clinical trials and rigorous study as with all other vaccines, with the focus on safety and efficacy.
Nothing goes into the nucleus, nothing affects the genetic code of the human. It is a very...
welcome back. Listeners and viewers this morning, let's go directly to the phone line. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Hi, good.
Good morning to you, sir.
And thank you very much. And good day to your followers. The previous caller spoke a lot about his concern about agriculture and food security. But we have to remember that for the last several years, we've had, I'll use Mr. Rollo's expression, a so-called Ministry of Agriculture, which did not have a chief technical officer. It did not have a chief land use officer. It didn't have a chief veterinary officer. It didn't have a chief agronomist. And more recently, it didn't have a chief extension officer. So I don't know what they were doing there. So, but most of those things, we expect them to happen because there was just no leadership or any management of that sector. We hope that will change. It will take a while to train and regroup. But we are where we are because folks slept on the wheel on agriculture, and that's very, very sad. Yesterday, remember, I spoke about this whole, I had something that inspired me to call out the young men of this country. I don't really recall. But, people trying to get themselves gainfully employed are not resorting to socially unacceptable means of trying to get resources. And just last night, we had another example of that happening. We have to be so careful because GT is only a matter of time before some innocent person gets killed or a businessman kills one of those young men. We could do without that. We are still a relatively safe country, and I do not see a need for the sort of thing that these young people are doing. I don't know where we would start to reach out to some of these young people, but there are opportunities. We don't have to go down that route. We may not get what we need first time, but we can start somewhere. And people are coming from outside and getting jobs. How are they getting them? And we are here, we cannot see them because people are sitting back and expecting things to fall in their laps. Young ladies, folks are coming from the country, the ladies in Tongue. Folks are coming from the country and finding employment. And they have, humongous bus fares to pay. You're right here, and people are going around looking for money and begging and doing sort of things. Please, let us, for 2023, determine and resolve to take our lives seriously, take lives into our hands, and let us start where we are. Let us take what we get until we get what we want, and not resort to socially unacceptable means of trying to get by. Have a wonderful season and a blessed start to the new year.
Thank you also. All the best for the holidays yourself.
Sure.
445-2041, 445. And, I understand what the caller is saying, but, it has gotten to a point where, folks these days, I think they want to start at the top. No one really is that interested in starting from the bottom to move up anymore. Time gone by, individual would like to start as the dishwasher or maybe the one that cleans the floor before they get to that managerial position. But now, folks, everybody wants to be the manager, and, before instead of just starting from a position and go up. So that could be the case where we folks are not going to try to gain employment for some reason or the other. I don't want that kind of work. This is what I want. And sometimes you got to start somewhere to get somewhere. That's basically it. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. All the best of the season to you, sir.
Totally agree with the last caller. People tend to believe that somebody responsible, especially, I don't say totally the youth, especially the young people, for their lives, they expect you to give them something. In fact, a lot of people might vex with me. Some people or some young people are making children and they expect somebody else to mind them for them. Many times I've been approached and asked for money telling me that they don't have money to mind their child. Some of these people are somewhat, I can't find the real word now. They sort of have some impediment, and maybe in the legs or perhaps in the arm. And yet for all, they're producing children as guinea pigs. So then, this is where we would have to fall. The old ones cannot walk because they are calling them old people. And to some extent, they do not take advice from the age, not old people, the age. And it hurts me to see what our country is coming down to. We have a lot of lands. Most of them are bad. They want to work. And I'm advising the government to, I hope that's not a bad word to people, acquire some lands, but pay the people for it. And distribute them to the youth that would have full production so that we don't have scarcity of food. And even if we have a glut, the price would go down. This is what we have to do. The government should, I wouldn't say acquire, as you like Uncle Gary. Approach people. In fact, even in St. George's, we have a place which is abundant, and people are selling on the side of the road. The government has the right to approach maybe the owner of the places and offer to buy or offer to rent and get rid of the people that are on the side of the work, where they could blind my eyes, not only Rolo eyes, because Rolo own gun already. And then maybe I'll sue the government because they have a right to protect the citizens on the street. In fact, anybody that building house now should build a house a few feet, not 10 feet, away from any road. Because look at the size of big trucks we have. You can't even walk, and the youth even walking in the road. I'm a driver. They don't turn in back to see what is behind them. They do not know that they have to face the oncoming traffic. It's time that the police educate them on that. And as I have always said, education is the all wrong thing you could think of. Anything you could think of. To plant a flower tree, you have to be educated. To plant a papai tree, to drive a car is education still. Thank you very much, sir. It's time that we make changes.
Thank you. Thank you also very much for your contribution this morning. 435-2041. Let's grab a couple of the comments via the Facebook page. And Ernesto is saying, I would like to wish the new administration blessings for the Christmas for their with their families. I think they have been doing a great job for the last 5 months. Although they came in without the political experience, they bring a sense of hope to the citizens. Also, many progress been made on the Sister Isles than before. I think they are on a great path with the transformation agenda, and we can say that June 23rd was divine intervention to bring in the new driver and or captain, Honorable PM Deacon Mitchell. Let's grab another caller. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Oh, yes, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you.
Have a great day.
Same to you.
Let me tell you something. Since I was a little boy, I'm hearing, take what you get until you get what you want. Now, I did this, right? And I made it. But it's a different era. Things are cheap. The population was 110. It's now 106. Things have changed. Cost is much higher. This is not a language we should be speaking. We have an education system, and we're educating people on a diverse range. We're supposed to be making provision for the people we are educating so that when they leave school or institution, they should be able to get the job of their choice. And if they want to do something other than what is available, let them make their own decision. The reason for that is because we have an economy that is contracting and not growing. We're not being able to create the jobs. So we have too much people now for the limited amount of work. And that's the reason why we're having this social problem. We have to focus on building the economy, putting people to work based on the job they want to do and not what we want them to do. in order to change status quo. I empathize with the people who are complaining. But if you are in a situation similar to those people who are doing those things and say, look, I wanted X, Y, Z, I'm qualified for X, Y, Z, and I can't get it, what you want, you change your mindset, you make a criminal, you know. We got to be very careful to what we're doing to our citizens. We're complaining now, but the stage was really, really set for what is happening today. We got to start thinking. Have a good day, sir.
You too, sir. Have a good day yourself. 435-2041, 435-2041. And let's take some of the comments via the Facebook. The Grenadians are not giving their children wings to fly from the nest. They cook and give them free food and room. And also... let me see. I mean, there are folks who complaining about the individuals who are calling back. Sometimes I do have no controls over who calls back. I mean, I just can't tell someone don't call. Sometimes someone calls. Sometimes I try to tell them, hey, minimize in terms of the time you stay. But you know, there are times someone wants to get their point in and they happen to get through. Just like we just lost that caller. 435-2041. So you do understand where you're coming from, but sometimes I really have no control of who calls. I just can't tell someone don't actually call back. All right, let's grab another caller. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, BT, I'm not calling to say anything except to make a request. Your penultimate caller, I would like him to give me a call, please. My number is 416-1247. He's one of the regular callers.
I hope he heard the number.
416-1247, your penultimate caller, the one before the one there.
Okay. All right.
416-1247, thanks.
Okay. Hope he heard the number and he will make the necessary contact with you. 435-2041, 435-2041, an open line for today on To The Point. We have roughly 10 minutes left on today's program. The final one for this week, the final one before the holidays are popping on us. And best wishes goes out to everyone. Let's take another caller. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, morning. Sorry to come back, but I want to explain something. I think when our government or our leaders going to sell state property, they should talk to the people in the area, find out what's going on. No, the gentleman talk about quarantine, so that wake me up. Quarantine, as I know, look what Grenadians are doing in quarantine right now. Quarantine was a big piece of land. The government sell part of quarantine for right when you enter in before you go to Fantasia. Sell it for a foreigner to build a swimming pool. I knew quarantine with two roads that you don't exit in the same road. If you know, I don't know if you know quarantine well, but as soon as you come up on top of the hill before you go down to Fantasia, look on the right side there. You're going to see a chain across the road there.
Yes.
That is where you use to exit. That same foreign people come and, because they're parking on the roadside, they come and to ask the government to sell them that part there to build a car park. They never build a car park. They come and put a small building there and cut off the road. Now, our Grenadian people, as the Rochi Club is developing there, they had to cut a little road and go up on top there now and put a car park. So you see what these leaders and them are doing. Sometimes if you don't have the idea, the whys, no, you don't know, ask the people in the area. You never have to go to quarantine and exit in the same road. Why they did that? Down to Monrouge, I look at Monrouge. When you pass the police station, before you make the right turn to come up to Kwewana Bay,
yes.
How could the government sell half of that drain to a foreigner? What they doing? What are they doing? And the land, how the land is situated, it show you clearly that that piece of land is what we just call a no man's land. So right now, when I look at it, all where the police are parking these direct vehicles, these old vehicles what bounce and so around the station, that is where that piece of thing these vehicles could have parked. So right now, if they want to really do anything to that drain at the bottom, they have to go to that investor, and that the way the people fix the place, I don't think they want any heavy machine getting inside there. So these people, they must talk with people in the area if they don't have vision or they can't sightseeing or they don't know what's going on.
Right.
And what I want to thank them for is I spoke about the manjaline tree, but I didn't check back in quarantine. But what I see they did in the lower part of Monrouge Base, I checked it yesterday, somebody came in and put in signs on all the manjaline trees.
Great. All right. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, 5 minutes left on today's program. We still could accommodate another caller or two. And let's take some comments from the Facebook page, but let's grab a phone call and we probably do it after. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yes. Your last, say, 7 callers, if you could package that information and send it to the Ministry of Education for them to decipher it to help the nation. The last 7 callers, if the information could be sent to the Ministry of Education.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go on to the question of the blight. The blight is throughout Grenada. The trees, the fruit trees, and other trees, even flowers. The blight is throughout the island, and that needs to be attended to right away. Either spraying or whatever method has to be used, and that is going to cause a shortage of food in the future because it's affecting the fruit as well. Now, somebody raised a question on the low interest rates at the bank. I think it's 2% for savings, which is totally ridiculous. But the government, they said some government in some island was trying to get the bank to improve that. But you see, the bank is a private entity. And that 2%, I think they gauge this 2% on how well the economy is doing. Our economy is not doing that great. We can't fool ourselves. So I believe that the 2%, I believe the rates are based on how the economy is performing. And the last thing I'd like to say, I'd like to thank you for steering the ship throughout the year. You did an excellent job, and I'm appreciative of it. You were very patient and respectful of the callers, and I wish to thank you for that. Have a good Christmas. Thank you.
Same to you, caller. All the best to you also. We still could probably accommodate another caller. Heaven Hill, good morning to you. Hope all is well with you. I do understand your point, but there are times I try to get them in, but for some reason I don't always get all of the comments in from the Facebook page. Let's take a final caller for this segment. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, JT. How are you?
I am all right. How are you this morning?
I'm all right, Blair. I have a little suggestion for going to the new year with the government. Right now, we have a few men in prison for child maintenance. I think it's about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I see they rounds up a few of them. Even have a neighbor in
Men go to prison for that?
Yes, because they're not paying the maintenance. Not all women in country in Grenada are going to put.
I understand where you're coming from, but I never knew they go to prison for it.
Choose to do it, because right now, JT, they up there, and the children out here not getting anything. So I would like the government, instead of putting them up there, they don't have projects, they have people, they have job. Perhaps they could link them up when they have this backlash of, because men those all $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for child maintenance. So if they have people that they could put them to work like Christmas now, the children and them would are well happy to get something, but they're not getting nothing. You put them you find a little job for them, and then when they get paid, you take out the money from their salary and help maintain the children and them. But going up in prison, when they come out, the money is still there and the children suffering. So to help the children, let us transformation this situation to help them to get work to help pay the children, mind the children. I can understand how a man could sit back, you have children and you have to go to court, go to prison just to mind your own child. So let me look at the situation and see if we could help them in that way.
Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. Thank you so much. Hey, folks, that's what we get set to wrap today's program up. Certainly it's a pleasure, of course, as always, doing it for you. It's a final one for this week. We may continue next week. Still will get you keep you abreast of that. Thanks to all who contributed in some way or the other, whether it was by your phone calls or you sent a comment via the Facebook page. I know the Facebook page, listeners and viewers out there are complaining that I don't get all of their comments read on air. My apology for that. Hope to take care of that for you in the 2023. All right, probably I'm going to fix that. I think I'm going to really allot the time where I could put more energy into your comments. You do make a lot of positive contributions via the Facebook page, and sometimes they don't always get read when I should do it. All right, and my apology for that. But sometimes it just happens that I give more attention to the phone lines. But you'll fix that for the year to come. You know, it's a work in progress. So I want to thank all who contributed this morning. Thank you so much. And have yourself a great day. What's left of it today. If you're going to be going out and do the shopping or whatever you're doing, be careful. And, make sure there are folks who may sometimes try to prey on you around this time of the year. We heard of some incident that happened last evening. And we don't want to hear more of that happening for the rest of the season. All right? So until we can do a program like this again, most likely next week, we may have a final one for the year sometime next week. I want to wish everyone all the best and have an enjoyable day. Until, have a good one and enjoy your holidays coming up, all right? This is where I say goodbye for today. All the listeners and viewers, have a good one, folks. See you then.
We believe this new virus spreads mostly from person to person through respiratory droplets produced when someone who is sick coughs or sneezes. This is similar to how flu and other respiratory illnesses